Does it. Plus, you're giving up yardage.
What's that? 54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, running the ball for a big game.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox, white. Jump. Check, lucky.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We're going to start. Mike 5-4.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Play action. It's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Newton takes it himself.
Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East, then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders, but with only 2 more wild card spots, there's going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams, 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. Because if he loses someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The play fake, and it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
54 Mike. Gun. He gets free. Under 10. Switch. Hey!
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's to McCaffrey, complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Setting up the screen, Bonifant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
That's what I do.
Here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Darnold. And Thomas has it. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Powell takes it from Darnold. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold down to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Panthers 0.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? 388. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On third down, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
That's it. White 33. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's make these babies.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
12 yards there and a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down now, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Nate Hairston there to make the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Express! Banjo. Hey, watch it. Gun.
To throw on third down. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Check.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again with Bell.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
I got you, pump. Check, lady. Hey, lady.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Complete to Wright. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. Newton to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, side. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down, Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady, all right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you've got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's a special one, isn't he?
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks, too.
Third and long, it's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Right there, 54
A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
The Panthers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the
From the gun, here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Inside. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Red 80. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On first down, Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On third down, here's Bell. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Haywood. Check 3, check 3. Undercrush, undercrush. Here we go.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Newton. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he gets it to Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He finds his target. It's Crowder. A gain of 37.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Jets.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add